Our book of the week, if you look on the back of your bulletin, is a book called God is a Man of War. It actually kind of goes in with things we were talking about last Wednesday, addressing a lot of the violent issues that you see in the Old Testament. The subtitle on this book is The Problem of Violence in the Old Testament. So one of the things that you will so often get skeptics and critics talking about is, oh, you Christians, you want to talk about love and forgiveness and grace, but look in the Old Testament. Oh man, God, he's just, there's violence all over the place. He's just a violent person. And so it's like, okay, well, let's actually take a look at that. And that's what this book does. It is written by Stephen DeYoung. That's not the initial, it's DeYoung. It's not DeYoung, it's D space Young. I don't know, that's his name. I will preface it that he is an Eastern Orthodox priest. However, a lot of the points, he doesn't get real deep into any kind of denominational nuance. There is some flavor of that Orthodox in there in his language and the way he describes things, but overall, it is a really good treatment of historically, culturally, biblically, doctrinally, how whenever you take the whole picture of what God is doing through creation and sin and redemption and all of that into account as you look at the violent episodes that we see in the Old Testament and how we actually fit them into the Christian worldview. So that I would recommend. It is a good book, and it's not very big for those of you who are not big readers, and he's actually rather just easy read spoken, not real academic. Again, that is God is a Man of War by Stephen DeYoung.
That little church on Liberty Hill, come praise the Lord, let your cup be filled. Raise your voices and we'll sing, let God's freedom ring from that little church on Liberty.